Good Morning Blues is underwritten by Atlanta Center for Cognitive Therapy. Cognitive therapy is a model of treatment for emotional problems occurring in individuals and relationships. Mark Gilson, Ph.D., the center director, is a former fellow and faculty at the center at University of Pennsylvania under Aaron T. Beck, M.D. The center psychologists primarily offer telehealth psychotherapy services online with your computer, tablet, or cell phone. For more information, 404-842-0555 or cognitiveatlanta.com.
The 2026 Savannah Music Festival is March 25th through April 5th at various venues in Savannah, Georgia, and features a diverse array of music performances, including jazz, blues, Americana, and world music. The Savannah Music Festival is a leading nonprofit performing arts organization dedicated to presenting live music that entertains, educates, inspires, and unites communities. For tickets and more info, savannahmusicfestival.org. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by listener-supported community radio WRFG 89.3 FM Atlanta and WRFG.org.
You are listening to WRFG Atlanta. WRFG provides a voice for those who have been traditionally denied open access to the broadcast media through the involvement of a broad base of community elements to guarantee that access. In the utilization of the station's facilities and in its programs, the following communities will receive first priority: those who continue to be denied free and open access to the broadcast media, and those who suffer oppression or exploitation based upon class, race, sex, age, creed, sexual orientation, disability, or immigrant status.
Good morning, Blues. WRFG Atlanta.
Good morning, Blues. We'll brighten up your day as you put on your shoes. Yeah, yeah. You know it's got to be the way to wake up each and every day on WRFG in Atlanta. Good morning, Blues.
Good morning,
Welcome
Blues.
to Good Morning Blues Part 2, London to Louisiana. A little different from perhaps the rest of the week. Everybody here does their own thing. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is there are no two the same and we all dip into different stuff. So, do I sound older? Yes, of course I do. Yes. Another birthday, another trip around the sun. But, so much to mention this week. First, top of the list is stupid weather. 50-degree spin in the space of days. We've gone from frost to 80 degrees. It's like, I was so angry when the cool weather disappeared. I'm going, what? We haven't had winter and not even, we're going to bypass spring? You can't do that. I've got coats to wear. I've got clothes I want to put on. Please don't make me go back to shorts and t-shirt until September. But not as bad as the way I feel about America going to war. I'm not American. I am a British passport carrier. I'm here as a guest for the last 40 years. And it's funny, I don't follow politics here whatsoever. Never have. The only reason it's got my attention in recent years is because of the humans involved and the despicable things that they do. Not because of the ways and means of running the country. I didn't pay any attention in England either. I just couldn't care less. I listened to music, chased girls, went to live shows, played football, and yes, laid around in Regent's Park with a hanky on my head when it was too hot. That's your image of people in there. But yeah, I guess my politics is I simply want people fed and clothed with a roof and some medical and not dying in useless wars. That apparently is considered radical. I have lots of cool music, and we're going to begin with something to celebrate the passing of someone I don't know enough about. Eric Gordon is a great trumpet player, modern, current trumpet player in New Orleans, who plays in a lot of brass bands and does a lot of stuff. And his father died on the 10th. I believe his nickname was Birdie. I can't find out who he played with or stuff like that. It's never good to lose a parent. But we need to kick off with him. He has two small boys, one of which you'll hear at the end of this very first piece. He's got a new album out, I Am Eric, and it just struck me as a good place to start because so many things today have created division between humans that wasn't there when I came here. When I came to America, my God, how different, what a beautiful, calm, peaceful place it was by comparison. I'll never forget, I've been here about 18 months renting and then bought a house. And I was living, renting or owning, in Vinings. I didn't know any different. I just luck. I landed there. It looked like a little piece of England to me. Rolling hills and trees, a little railway station. Loved it. And we had the welcome wagon come round. People knocking on your door. And I think, oh, gosh, wonder who this is. And they go to the door and it's a man and a lady with a basket of free things from local vendors. And I go, I didn't order anything. No, this is free. We're just welcoming you to living here. Boy, have those days gone.
Living life every day struggle. Trying to get paid with you.
I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you.
You have my soul. I'm so in love with you.
I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you.
You took my heart. It was love from the very start.
Love from the very start. Love from the very start.
Now every thought. No one can tear us apart.
No one can tear us apart. No one can tear us apart. I just wanna be with you. 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 I just wanna be with you.
Baby, it's cold, I just wanna be with you. If you were a drug, then I would be the needle boo. If this was a game, then I would be your player too. In the Bahamas, we stand for a day or two. Ooh, I want your back, yeah, I want my baby back, I've been going crazy, I'm a maniac. I'm getting tired of chasing after the fanny pack. Yeah, I want my baby back. Like Destiny Child, remember when she catered that? Yeah, she used to cater to you, but then she catered to me. I guess she catered for two. That girl rode the rodeo, she knows she a pro. She was from Louisiana, how she gave it a go. Ooh, yeah, and you know I miss my boss bitch. And the way she sucked it like the head of a crawfish.
I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you.
New Orleans is the city. We got good food to eat, music that moves your feet. New Orleans, like no other. The place you'd rather be. Come dance with me and see. We're having a party down in New Orleans. We're having a party down in New Orleans. We're having a party down in New Orleans. We're having a party down in New Orleans.
My city bigger than Bird. Yeah, you heard me. Every damn thing perfect. Party poppin', shorty probably for lamb. Strength twerking first. Church service, second line, read Bird. They don't stop. We buck jumping at the funeral service. Get down, you better keep up. We gon' follow the beat. Brock's down in New Orleans. That's where everybody meet up. Now, put down your problems, pick your feet up. Watch everybody fill the streets up every Sunday. Boy, that's how we start the week up. It was poppin' for the DJ. Brought the speakers, feel the music and the air, the rhythm living through the people. That's how we do it every week too. And look, all it really takes is a dagger and some seafood. My homie hit me up, I'll be back in a minute. Be cool, made it by the Indians. Rollin', I can meet you. I'm strolling a street trying to see what I'm about to creep through. It's poppin' in my city, you visit and I can teach you.
Party down in New Orleans. We're having a party down in New Orleans. We're having a party down in New Orleans. We're having a party down in New Orleans.
It's a original jazz fest, wherever we playin' at. We by silk, it's $5. We bout to hit the album next. Hold up, we bout to light, cause I can't even make it right. Too much traffic, whole city out just celebrating life. Mardi Gras for the tourists, even though we still enjoy. Everybody know the best parade, Super Sunday morning. Whoa, that's in the essence. Whoa, that nigga steppin'. Whoa, that nigga casket fresh. Tell me dressing. I was with my people, I messed around and just left them. Met a couple bad chicks out your modeling in some dresses. She say she from the city, right now she living in Texas. Every time they got a second line, they coming on to catch it. Yeah, but that's a blessing in judging by your impression. You was looking for some fun, so I got a couple suggestions. Just take my number, hit me up in about a second. Tell your friends, bring some friends, it's something special.
New Orleans is the city. Got good food to eat, music that moves your feet. New Orleans, like no other. The place you'd rather be. Come dance with me and see. Having a party down in New Orleans. 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 Having a party.
In the USA.
Following is a public affairs bulletin board announcement from your station for progressive information and handpicked quality music. WRFG 89.3 FM and WRFG.org. In 2025, millions came together to affirm that the United States belongs to its people, not to kings. Since then, people have continued to rise up non-violently against the administration's ongoing brutality and abuses of power. The No Kings Coalition is activating an immediate nationwide organizing effort leading up to a mass mobilization on Saturday, March 28th, including a flagship event in Minneapolis-St. Paul. For more information, the website is nokings.org. That's NOKINGS.org.
A zine is a homemade print that is produced through non-commercial means. You can make a zine about anything. If you're tired of social media, read zines instead of doom scrolling. Workshop ideas and receive feedback. Create. The WRFG Zine Club meets on the first and third Monday of each month from 6 to 9 p.m. at WRFG in the Harlan Joy Community Room, located at the Little Five Points Community Center. For more information, the website is wrfg.org/zine.
That was I Am Eric Gordon Jr., and you have to do that so that if you're looking for him, you don't get thrown into the netball player. Why I'd be talking about that would never happen, but a trumpet player from New Orleans, Grammy nominated, plays with Galactic, Rebirth, is Spy Boy for the Gold Comanche Indian Gang, and a bunch of other brass bands. Yes, that's who I'd be talking about. Absolutely. So anyway, you heard Haters with his son at the end going, Daddy, what's Haters? A lot of that in the last 20 years. So Be With You, he wrote for his girlfriend, inserted into then Down in New Orleans, all about life down there. And I'm very much looking forward to being at Jazz Fest this year and just soaking up the feelings of being in New Orleans with exactly all those kinds of things that you absolutely feel when you're down there doing that stuff. So yeah, it's a big deal for me to be able to get. Last year I did French Quarter Fest. This year I'm doing Jazz Fest, just the way timing is. Let's switch gears completely and take you to a roughly 20-year-old guitar player and singer from Connecticut who thrashes a Strat. But he has a great singing voice too, and there's some tones in there and some textures in both guitar and voice, and you go, ooh, wait a minute, what am I hearing here? And then when you find out that his adoptive father, who took him on as a young child, was a huge Hendrix fan, then the pieces fit together. So anyway, this guy, he's nothing to do with Italian menswear. His name is AMANI, but it's AMANI BURNHAM. The album's called Roots and Wings. Check it out.
destiny real? What's beyond the sun? Will I rest in peace? Is there afterlife? Is heaven above? Paradise? I wanna know. Every answer's on my mind and in my soul. I wanna know. Every answer's on my mind and in my soul. Play that riff that one time. Soul survivor, born under the red sun. Life for me had just begun. Angels carried me far away into the light of a brand new day. Buried roots I've never seen. New wings bring hope and dreams. I've got roots and wings. That's why I fly. I've got roots and wings. Touch the earth and kiss the sky. Father, mother, sister, brother. All my life I'll always wonder. Heart of fire, raised on love. With strength and courage I'll rise above. Buried roots I've never seen. New wings bring hope and dreams. I've got roots and wings. That's why I fly. I've got roots and wings. Touch the earth and kiss the sky. Two worlds living deep inside. Wild spirit I can't hide. Questions fade, the answer's clear. Every struggle led me here. Buried roots I've never seen. New wings bring hope and dreams. I've got roots and wings. That's why. wanna go sideways through time to make it right. I wanna go sideways through time to be by your side.
This is Dana Gillespie from London, England, to tell you about the second best way to wake up. Just tune in to UK Bob and his Good Morning Blues show and feel good for 4 hours on WRFG Atlanta.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. This is Little Georgie talking at you from Little Georgie and the Shuffling Hungarians. You are moving and a grooving. You are raising a ruckus and kicking up sand. Right here, right now. From Atlanta, GA to London to Louisiana, you are tuned up and tuned into the Good Morning Blues Show with your host with the most, UK Bob, right here on WRFG 89.3 Radio Free Georgia.
That was AMANI, a blues fashionista. And his threads are his voice and his strings. AMANI BURNHAM we're talking about. And great album that was shared with me from Blind Pig. Super stuff with a cool range of things called Roots and Wings. And boy, is it obvious that his father, who adopted him very young, was playing all the material from Stevie Ray Vaughan, Hendrix, Buddy Guy, Trower Clapton, all of that stuff from that era. And he has this cool voice. You know, there's something, I don't know, there's some feeling in there, and you can hear his age too. But it all started with him making a street video of something that most people his age wouldn't be listening to. So it was odd, and that's exactly how things happen when it just jumps out at you. When you record Hoochie Coochie Man, I mean, you don't find many 20-year-olds listening to Muddy Waters, but it's crazy the way things, come around sometimes. He started out playing drums, and it was COVID that brought him to a guitar, and he was locked in for a long time, just constantly chopping on the guitar. So this is what happens. It just kind of organically grew into his hands. Anyway, some cool stuff there that you heard some passages from to give you a window into that album. Where are we going from here? We've got to find some girls. Let me get some girls together. Who do we have? Let's go to Canada and get Crystal Shawanda. We're going to Denmark, where Dana FUCHS is playing live. Who else can I round up from the ladies, which are always in short supply in the music, certainly in the bluesy business? I'll see. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll head into Rory Block and talk about her being here. Yes, perfect.
I don't sing pretty, but I shade the
Go. You are the fuel that makes me go. Thank you. This is the title track of our latest album, Borrowed Time.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna wave my banner when you come to town. I won't ask you why. Ain't been around, don't even know it really matters now if we're hanging on borrowed time. Search for sages, never worth their salt. Trace your footprints in the sand till you can barely walk. I'm the one who's been here through it all, and I'm hanging on borrowed time. You live the hustle and I live the lie. There's no easy way now to say goodbye to borrowed time. I heard you made the pages, you made up your mind. I never saw you as the running kind. You think you found your freedom and your peace of mind. Think you found another borrowed time. You love the hustle and I love the lie. It's all up to us now to say goodbye to borrowed time. Well, you left the hustle and I left the line, and there's no one left now to say goodbye to borrowed time, to borrowed time, to borrowed time, to borrowed time.
That was Dana Fuchs, Borrowed Time, from the album Live in Denmark at a particular venue that's due out shortly. That was a concert recorded in pretty good quality, I thought. So, and that's a good example of demonstrating somebody playing live versus what can often be a stale album. Preceded by Crystal Shawanda from Canada and Sing Pretty Blues. We are going to sing our way into my calendar, my personal calendar. You know, these aren't necessarily recommendations. I'm just telling you what I'm liking and what I'm going to go see of those that are coming up. In no particular order. This is not a Miss World competition. Mostly based upon memory, and that gets more and more difficult, as you've heard me mention before. Tomorrow night, my friends, the Honey Island Swamp Band will be playing at the Avon Theatre. That's Friday night from New Orleans. Who else we got coming up? Rory Block, who has, I think it's been a year and a half since she's been here. She's got a good gig coming up next month, April 17th at the Red Clay. Nice theatre in Duluth to go catch her. What else we got? We've got the Black Crows coming on May 23rd to the big campground out in Alpharetta. I cannot think of the name, but they have a tremendous Texas opening act. Look it up, you'll see. And who else? Who else is on my shopping list for gigs? I know there was one more. Oh, no, wait a minute. There's actually two more. April the 3rd, Friday, April the 3rd, Andre Sosa and friends do this tremendous tribute to Soda Stereo. We did it in December, and it's sold out at Eddie's Attic. This time, this is the hits show, and this is going to be a big deal. I found myself singing, and I don't speak Portuguese, so there you go. No, it's Argentinian, which I think is a rural Spanish version. I don't know. I have to ask Andre what the deal is. But that's a spectacular event. And there was one more. Peter KARP is coming in June to Blind Willie's. So let me give you new releases from these people and their music.
The following is a public service announcement from one of WRFG's 501c3 supporters. The Georgia Cooperative Development Center, in association with Athens Clarke County, presents Shared Futures Co-op Academy, a shared services cooperative training program and pilot launch designed to support the growth of cooperative enterprises, workforce development, collective work, and positive social community impact. This initiative provides education and resources for individuals and organizations in the Athens-Clarke County area interested in learning cooperative business models and how to launch your own cooperative with a pilot co-op launch. Exploring shared services as a pathway to stronger, more resilient communities is the goal. For more information or registration, the website is athens.coop or athenscoopacademy.com. And the email is info@georgiacoopdc.org.
It's a message from one of WRFG's 501c3 supporters. On Sunday afternoon, April 26th, the focus will be on composer Robert Cronin, flutist for the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. He is featured in the inaugural ASO Chamber Music Series in the brand new Gosueta stage for youth and families, with the world premiere of his Serenade for Flute and String Trio. He will be performing alongside ASO colleagues violinists Kevin Jen, Lauren Roth Gomez, Olga Shipko, and Yajin Tan, violist Yang Yoon Kim and Yi Yin Lee, cellist Ray Kim, and piccolo flutist Gina Hughes. In this new venue at Symphony Hall, the musicians sound rich and bright, reaching the listeners in the back rows. The sublime listening experience has a lot to do with the venue's Constellation sound system that modifies and redistributes live sound. This makes the space feel much bigger and more sonically rich, and Rob Cronin's composition will allow this high-tech system to spotlight him and his fellow musicians' artistry. Learn more about America at 250 Chamber Music Series and future chamber performances at aso.org/chamber.
I put on my red dress, baby. Lord, we're going out tonight. Put on my red dress, baby. Oh yeah, Lord, we're going out tonight. With some boxing gloves, in case some fool might wanna fight. Put on my high heel sneakers, wear my wig hat on my head. Ha ha, alright. Put on my high heel sneakers, baby, wear my wig hat on my head. It's gonna be a pretty show now, baby, 'cause you know I'm on a knock on dead. Oh yeah, I got my high heel sneakers. Well, I know that heel's a little bit high, but you gotta manage like only I can. Oh. I got my old crow liquor.
I got my paycheck in my hand. I hold on tight now. Well, got my old Corolla liquor. I got my paycheck in my hand. After all the jacks are in their boxes and the clowns have all gone to bed, you can hear happiness staggering down the street, footprints dressed in red, oh, dressed in red, and the wind whispers, Mary, oh, Mary, and the wind whispers, Mary, and a broom is drearily sweeping up the broken pieces of yesterday's life. Somewhere a queen is weeping, somewhere a king has no wife, now no wife, and the wind howls, Mary, howls Mary. Traffic lights, they turn blue tomorrow and shine their emptiness down on my bed. The tiny eye sags down the street. From the sunshine, now it's showtime. Sit like a bear with my tangled hair, so devil may care. To live the dream, you gotta feed the fiend, you gotta make the scene. Just close your eyes if you get scared. Go! Cruel Street, you need a cruel street. Cruel Street, oh, you need a cruel street. Cruel Street, yeah, if you wanna play nice with me. Cruel Street. babe, you don't love me. Wednesday, you ain't home. Thursday night, you got it wrapped up tight, girl. Still, I can't get you alone. Or would you let me know what you know when you know it? What you know? If you know something good, take your time, take your time. I don't mind. If I could, you know, I surely would be good to you. I'll be good to you. Saturday we ain't speak. Sunday, babe, I bake your chocolate cake. You can't even give me a please. Oh, please, let me know what you know when you know it. What you know. If you know something good, take your time, take your time. I don't mind. If I could, you know, I surely would be good to you. I'll be good to you. Be good. Saturday we ain't speak. Sunday, babe, I bake your chocolate cake. You can't give me a beat. Now please let me know what you know when you know it. What you know. If you know something good, let me know what you know when you know it. What you know. If you know something good, good, let me know what you know, yeah. What you know. Yeah. If you know something good, take your time, baby.
Woke up this morning, I felt as deserted as a smoldering mattress on a barren train track. How you feeling lonely, baby? She had to know. Cause I'm fucking nuts, I shot back. My former best friend used to while away the hours, moaning how this life was like spending time in jail. But I wouldn't address it, didn't think about it. I just kept on living on, fighting to the neck. It was late in the spring of his 33rd year. He first spoke of love, but was full of dread. I've been hypnotized by owls while standing pat. My heart's as tight as the jaw of an acrobat. And the whole damn thing got mangled and jangled like a drunkard's translation of a Muslim name. But he did not fail, didn't think about it. He just kept on living on, fighting tooth and nail. Tooth and nail, my paws are tired. crusaders, raiders and haters, all fighting for the favors of a Holy Ghost. We are looking for something from the great beyond, to wave a mighty hand and make the pain go pale. But let's not discuss it, fight or fuss it. Let's just keep on living on, fighting tooth and nail. Tooth and nail, my paws are tired. Tooth and nail, my brain is wired. Tooth and nail, baby, I'm for hire. Tooth and nail, lust, desire. Oh, baby, baby, I'm on fire.
Hey everybody, this is Peter KARP. And when I die, I want to come back as a dolphin. But if I can't come back as a dolphin, I want to come back as UK Bob. The best blues man I know. Snappy dresser, good looking man, knows his music, and plays it on WRFG Atlanta. Good morning blues. I say good morning blues, good morning blues. Play 'em, Bob.
So there you had it, a sample of the upcoming live gigs on my calendar. I was just sharing with you. We began with Rory Block, a couple of tracks from her MC Records album From the Summer, High Heel Sneakers and The Wind Cries Mary. Don't hear those songs done that way. Very accomplished lady. The Black Crowes album's finally out. I had a couple of advanced tracks earlier in the year, but that's one of my favorites called Cruel Streak. Honey Island Swamp Band for tomorrow night at the Avon Theatre with Chocolate Cake, which is one of those things that is essential afternoon with coffee. Equally essential with afternoon coffee is my friend Peter KARP and his Jersey Town, I think it's called, I'm pretty sure it's Jersey Town, album is due out next month. That's a great track off it called Tooth and Nail, which are some of the things you start to lose when you get old. So he tells me he'll be here in June to tell you more. So you can go catch him at Blind Willie's. And where were we? Speaking of old, I'm allowed to. We're friends. I can say what I like. I've got a year older in the last week or so. And it's one of those things that they start to play jokes on you, I always think that I find that my life these days is like a toilet roll, It's the closer you get to the end, the faster it runs. So can't help it. And things start to ache that never used to bother me. But I have had a balance problem with atrophy in my toes. That's new. But, I stopped off at the library on my way home and asked if they had any books for short-sighted people. No, replied the butcher. That was the end of that conversation. Mother's Day in England came and went Sunday. It's one of those things that always strikes me because I had a great time with my mum, who was a fabulous lady. And it was just, a little sad that I can't still do that with her. And then there are people that you come across in life as you get older and your patience gets more limited. I find myself thinking out loud, I like some people the way I like my tea, in a bag and underwater. Let's play something slow to remind me and anyone that's reaching older years the definition of blues, that getting old ain't for sissies.
Anybody tells you growing old is easy, they ain't done it yet.
Woke up stiff on a Sunday morning, back talking before my mouth. Coffee strong, but it don't fix nothing, just helps me figure things out. Used to run like a freight train rolling, didn't think about slowing down. Now my knees hold little meetings every time I walk through town. Getting old ain't for sissy, takes a stubborn heart to stay. Getting old ain't for sissy, you earn every single day. Doctor says take it easy now. Friends say, man, you look the same. But the mirror knows the truth of it. Time don't play a gentle game. Still got jokes inside my pocket, still got songs I like to sing. Long as breath keeps coming steady, I ain't done with anything. Getting old ain't for sissy, takes a stubborn heart to stay. Getting old ain't for sissies, you earn every single day. Every scar tells some story, every line carved by time.
Lord, I know the things I've done wrong, I know, and I've often wondered why. Yes, I've often wondered why. Why? Lord, I know the things I've said wrong, I know. I've often wondered why. Yes, I've often wondered why. I know the things I've done wrong.
I've been up north too long, shoveling snow with my winter boots on. I need to get back down south, I need to get back home, back to my roots, where I come from. I'm packing up, I'm leaving soon, going back to Mississippi, where my life begun. I love the summer, I love the style, oh, I love that sweet tea in my mouth. I love to smell the grass after the rain, going back down to Mississippi, where my life begun. Sunday morning, I hear the church bells ring from every corner in this town. In Mississippi, I can find peace and put my mind at ease. Now southern people, they are so nice. They'll lend you a helping hand. You don't have to even think twice. I love the summer, I love the summer, I love the south, I love the south, I love to taste sweet tea oh, in my mouth. Love the smell of grass, Lord, after the rain. Need to get back down south, oh, I go insane. Now my work take me all around the world, and sometimes it's a lot of fun, but I wanna be back home in the South. When my day is done, Southern people, they'll never let you down. They'll lend you a helping hand. You don't have to even think twice. I love the summer. I love the summer. I love the South. I love the South. Love sweet tea. Oh, in my mouth. Love the smell of green grass after the rain. I wanna get back down south. Come on and play it for me, bye.
Resistance, music with a message. Award-winning Fruit of Labor singing ensemble will be in Atlanta for one night only. If you like jazz, R&B, go-go, funk, folk, reggae, and salsa, then come out to this concert of soul-stirring, social justice music and stories that inspire, educate, engage, and liberate. Thursday, March 19th at the Park Avenue Baptist Church, 486 Park Avenue Southeast. Doors open at 6:30. Concert begins at 7. Tickets $20. Proceeds will benefit WRFG Atlanta 89.3 FM. Sponsored by Teamster Union Locals 528 and 728 and the North Georgia Labor Council.
When justice speaks. When justice speaks. When justice speaks.
Yes, you are indeed driving on the left side of the dial. It's the right place for London to Louisiana every Thursday. Should you want to follow my social media, it's on Instagram, UKBob_WRFG. It also means you get stuck with my mad humor as well. Go to YouTube, UKBob007, and you can replay the radio program along with any special tribute mixes I create, plus interviews. Carry on.
The Little 5 Points Cultural District, in partnership with Market Hugs, announces the return of Little 5 Fest on Saturday, March 28th, 2026, from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Seminole Avenue, behind Junkman's Daughter and the Vortex. Little 5 Fest features live music, skate ramps and demonstrations reflecting the neighborhood's skate culture, and an artist market showcasing handmade goods, original artwork, creative products, and more. For more information, the website is little5pointsofficial.com. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by your station for progressive news and hand-picked quality music, WRFG 89.3 FM and WRFG.org.
That was the tea break session, some nice, quiet, low-key blues, having me told the story about getting old ain't for sissies by the Delta King Blues. I'll have to look them up. It was just an odd track popped up. I haven't had time to check to look. Followed by Davy Knowles playing live somewhere in Chicago with What in the World. Backstreet Crawler, which was the band Paul Kossoff from Free created, must have been 70s. Then finally something brand new from Bob Corritore with Johnny RAWLS. I love the South. So is it the South Side or Southtown? Sorry, the title is not very clear. I guess it's just I love the South. There isn't an extra word at the end. Well, good. I don't have to change my glasses after all. So that runs through some quiet tea break blues. I got 3 unrelated one-offs to string together. Before we get into something magical and brand new from the estate of Tony Joe White, and I'll explain more in a minute.
1, 2, 3.
was making my way to see the riverboat queen, hoping the waves of the Mississippi release me. Hey, ice cold Dixie in a paper bag. Everybody wants something they ain't had. I'm just looking for a life that's free and easy, to get a little bit tangled, to get a little bit jangled, to get a little bit high, unwind. Well, I got a little drunk, made a couple of friends, got stoned with a man in the back of his van, patch on his jacket, it's a hurricane sound. He said there's a little magic keeping all of us, but if you wanna see a kid, you gotta look up. So I let it sink in and we took another pull. We got a little bit tangled, a little bit jangled, a little bit high. Yeah, baby, I'm tired of walking on a tightrope. I wanted just to let it all go. I wanna unwind, unwind. Yeah, baby. You can spend your life just spinning your wheels, but it ain't gonna happen just by clicking your heels. There ain't no use in future tripping. Slow yourself down, let your worries rest, soaking every minute, every day you get. Before you breathe out, you gotta breathe in. Yeah, before we breathe out, we gotta breathe ahead. Get a little bit tangled, a little bit jangled, a little bit high. I'm tired of walking on a tightrope. I wanna just let it all go. I wanna unwind, unwind. A little bit tangled, a little bit jangled. Let's get a little bit high. I'm tired of walking on a tightrope. I wanna just let it all go. I wanna unwind, unwind, unwind,
I met a fine-looking girl just a while ago. I met a fine-looking girl just a while ago. With a fine-looking face and a body she liked to show. She looked good, man. I drove 3 long hours just to go on a date. That's right. I drove 3 long hours just to go on a date. And when the dinner was done, I just knew we would stay till late.
said, but said nothing that made no sense. Man, she really could talk, and it became way too intense. Well, you gotta think now, Ronnie, what you gonna do? You can't stay with this girl, you better find an excuse. All right, come on, play for me. That's right.
Good morning, blues. This is Marcus Malone on the other side of the Atlantic in jolly London, England. You're listening to my top mate, UK Bob, playing the best of British blues on WRFG Atlanta. What a way to start the day. Oh, yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie 9 Volt. It's Eddie 9 Volt, man, and you're listening to WRFG Atlanta Good Morning Blues with UK Bob. London to Louisiana. Dude plays the best music, man. Tune in, drop out, dig it.
So you heard a live track from Austin City Limits by a Brighton, UK band called The Heavy Heavy, which I don't know that you've heard over here. but I like them. They're pretty good. And preceded by a Dutchman, Ronnie Agren, the track called, Norwegian, $300 from an album that's supposed to be heading my way. Hadn't heard him before. He was brand new to me. And before all that, Paul McDonald doing an acoustic version of the song Unwind. Now, I mentioned that I'm going to be playing something from the estate of Tony Joe White, who's been gone a while, sadly. One of my favorite singers and songwriters with a massive pedigree. Well, somebody else has picked up on that and said, well, let's bring it up to speed. There's a very interesting band also from Brighton. They're not a band. They're two DJ guys under the name of the Flying Mojito Brothers, which is tongue-in-cheek, a very comical play on American band names and whatever. And they have an interesting way of adding Tony Joe White's guitar and vocals to a little bit more of a disco feel. It's called Desert Disco. It's supposed to be Texas related, and you're supposed to feel the dust, etc., etc. But I like it because anything that brings Tony Joe White back is just fine with me. So I've grabbed a few little pieces to string together some passages as a medley for you to get the idea of what they created. The Flying Mojito Brothers.
I like them kind of skin. I don't mind for short and tall. I like them kind of heavy. Baby, that I like them all. Woman can make you feel happy. She can get you down, down, down. Pick you up and make you feel every tone. Woman makes the world go round. She makes the world go round. She can change the mind of a man with power with just a nod of her pretty head. How to let you jailhouse. She may take you to her bed. A woman is such a strange creature. She can be weak or strong. You may love them and you leave them alone. You can't do without them long. Can't do without them long. Feeling something kind of bad. And I believe it's worth it, even though I know I've been had. Woman brings it all together, even though she's hard to understand. Well, she makes the world so much better. Makes me glad I'm a man. W-O-M.
Ain't nobody can live forever. It's just something we understand. But while we're here, y'all, we can make it better. If we take care of our bodies while we can. Hey,
Making love is good for you. Making love is good for you. Take care of your body. Make a little love today. Everybody has got their own way to get themselves together when they're down. But for me, Lord, no, there's only one way to get my poor body off the ground. Making love is good for me. Making love is good for me. Take care of your body. Make a little love. But if they make a little love, that's from the very start. What a lovely way to Friday night and here you sit at home, looking hard for anything to do. You can't even call your friends on the phone. Seems like everybody's down on you. You've been grounded, and it's really hard to fly when you're grounded. Don't the time just keep on dragging by? They say that you're living way too fast, spending too much time on the phone. Yesterday they caught you skipping class, you got yourself 2 weeks at home. You've been grounded, and it's really hard to fly when you're grounded. Don't the time just keep on dragging by?
your station for progressive information, WRFG.
Peace, power, soul, and resistance. Music with a message. Award-winning Fruit of Labor singing ensemble will be in Atlanta for one night only. If you like jazz, R&B, go-go, funk, folk, reggae, and salsa, then come out to this concert of soul-stirring, social justice music and stories that inspire, educate, engage, and liberate. Thursday, March 19th at the Park Avenue Baptist Church, 486 Park Avenue Southeast. Doors open at 6:30. Concert begins at 7. Proceeds will benefit WRFG Atlanta 89.3 FM. Sponsored by Teamster Union Locals 528 and 728 and the North Georgia Labor Council.
When justice speaks. When justice speaks. When justice speaks.
Wall and Russell Carter Artist Management present the 7th Annual Opelika Songwriter Festival, March 26th through the 29th in historic Opelika, Alabama. The multi-day celebration of song features Charlie Starr of Blackberry Smoke with Benji Shanks, also Paul Thorne, The Mammals, Sean Mullins, and more than 40 acclaimed artists performing over 80 sets across 7 intimate venues throughout downtown Opelika. Experience curated listening rooms inside local restaurants, coffee shops, pubs, galleries, and even a distillery, all centered around the power of the songwriter and the story. Tickets and full details are available at OpelikaWritersFestival.com. That's OPELIKA Songwritersfestival.com. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by listener-supported community radio, WRFG 89.3 FM and WRFG.org.
Just to make your family proud. If I didn't think
A zine is a homemade print that is produced through non-commercial means. You can make a zine about anything. If you're tired of social media, read zines instead of doom scrolling. Workshop ideas and receive feedback, create. The WRFG Zine Club meets the first and third Monday of each month from 6 to 9 p.m. at WRFG in the Harlan Joy Community Room, located at the Little Five Points Community Center. For more information, the website is wrfg.org/zine.
The Flying Mojito Brothers and their adaptation of Tony Joe White songs with their desert disco feel. It's on the Tony Joe White website, very much approved by Jody, his son. We are almost out of time. I got a couple of things down in New Orleans to share with you. 2 acts. The Mama Dig Down Brass Band have a great album out, and if I can only remember the title, but I will have to look it up. It's called Brass Jackson, and it's their versions of Michael Jackson tracks, which is pretty cool. It still stays New Orleans brass, but you can feel the rhythm and the licks and the style of the particular songs. And I think we'll just wind up with them. And Dash RIPROCK has something new to share. That will pretty much see us through till the end of the show. Next week, I'm going to finally get around to do that special on David Egan, the great piano player who had a lot of solo material, wrote a ton of songs. He played with Little Band of Gold, and one of my favorite really dirty Cajun bands that used to come up to Atlanta in the 90s to Smith's Old Bar called Filet. Amazing act. Next week, we will have more fun.
wanna be a dog like you. I don't wanna do the feral things that you do. Always running with the pack, too scared to stand alone. Digging through the precious dirt just to find your stupid bone. And your nose is awful brown, and your teeth are really dull. With your tail between your legs, not a decent thought running through your skull. I don't wanna be a whore like you. I don't wanna have to sell myself like you do. Chasing after falling stars just to say you knew 'em when. Snuck into the VIP just to watch the party end. And your outfit's really loud, but the colors seem to fade. Always lost in the crowd as you rack your cocaine brain for something to say. I don't wanna be a whore. I don't wanna be a whore. I don't wanna be a whore. Well, I have to be a whore. Me, Mr. Mustard Seeds in the park, shades in the dark, trying to save paper. Sleeps in a hole in the road. Saves him up to buy him some clothes. He's a Jim Bob note of his nose. Such a mean old man. Such a mean old man. His sister Pam works in a shop. She never stops. She's a go-getter. Takes him out to look at the queen. Only place that he's ever been. Always shouts out something I've seen. Such a dirty old man. Such a dirty old man. Mean Mr. Mustard. You're such a dirty, dirty, mean Mr. Mustard. Such a dirty, dirty, mean Mr. Mustard. Such a dirty, dirty man. Mean Mr. Mustard. You're such a dirty, dirty, mean Mr. Mustard. Such a dirty, dirty, mean Mr. Mustard. You're such a dirty, dirty man. Man, 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 man. His sister Pam works in a shop. She never stops. She's a go-getter. Takes him out to look at the queen. Only place that he's ever been. Always shouts out something